Bob. Bob is an owner of an MK sports car.
I am.
And it's a nice subtle colour.
It stands out a little bit.
Yeah. So, what's the? Obviously, I've spoken to the owners of the owners of the business. I've gone through the factory, gone through the workshop, and seen what bits and pieces. Was this a factory-built car or a car that you've built yourself?
No, I bought this as a kit. Bought a rusty MX-5, stripped everything, checked it all over, and then started building the kit. Very straightforward kit to build, I thought.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're used to rattling spanners, it's not an issue.
Yeah. I think speaking with them, they were saying about how their like user guide or their build manuals are so confined, or to the point, and it's like this goes here and that goes there, and everything is made and manufactured to make it easier for the end user to sort it.
Yes, it's a good manual. There are faults in the manual, but you see that as soon as you start putting an item on.
Yeah.
And just work around it. But yeah, the manual is pretty concise.
Yeah. And how long did it take to build?
Well, it took me 9 months, but I was going through chemotherapy at the time, so it was sort of, when I could get out of the chair, I'd come and work on the car.
Nice little take your mind off things sort of thing as well.
Yes, yeah.
No,
my wife calls it my chemotherapy therapy.
And are you all clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, all good now.
Fantastic. So, I mean, have you 9 years?
9 months.
Sorry, 9 months to build it. Have you had much use out of it since, or is it a bit of a garage ornament?
No. It went on the road a year last January, so obviously I didn't drive it for a few months then. But I've done over 1,000 miles in it now.
Brilliant.
And it's going nice. No issues.
No. And any potential future upgrades, or are you happy with as it is?
Toying with the idea of a turbo,
okay,
but I don't know if it needs it.
No. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about the turbos, where they are almost too much.
Yeah.
You take the car from a really capable vehicle to almost undrivable in some conditions.
Yes. In the damp, this is a handful.
Yeah.
It'll just step out of line every bend, which is fine. It's very predictable.
Keeps you on your toes.
It does keep you on your toes. But I think with a turbo, you're really going to have to be careful driving it.
Yeah.
I think it's got enough power just with a standard engine.
Yeah. And are you track it or just road use?
Just road use.
Yeah.
But if a track day comes up, I'll jump on it.
Yeah.
Just haven't had the opportunity yet.
Mm-hmm. So what, you went for the standard kit, did you then, or did you go for any additional optional extras?
No, it's pretty much standard kit.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing extra.
No.
I was going to go for a windscreen, but then I thought you're then adding wipers and washers and heater.
Yeah.
And for the kind of car it is, it's not a wet weather car.
No.
Although we have been caught, which wasn't very pleasant.
No. And do you wear a helmet when you're driving it?
No.
No.
A beanie and glasses.
Okay. Yeah, glasses is definitely a must.
Yeah.
I think when we went out, it was raining and I had a helmet on.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely grateful of that. I think Sean was too, because he didn't hear my screams. But I think the MX-5 engine is a fantastic engine.
Yes.
And I actually think it's, it gets so much praise, but I still don't think it gets enough praise for what it is. I think it's such a reliable and usable and fun engine.
And so quick revving.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I've put a lightweight flywheel on it, but it's still, you touch the throttle, you're gone.
So my what I've sort of found out is, because I'm really keen to build something like this, and I think the MK cars are a really good sort of like foot in the door to get you going, and then you can build on it and grow it and develop it as you own it. Lightweight flywheel and the MK loom is kind of what everyone sort of said is the way to go.
I actually reused the original loom, stripped it all down on a dining room table, much to my wife's disgust. But it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more for fun than money saving.
Yeah. And how did you find the donor? Did you have the car, or did you just buy bits and pieces?
No, I bought the car. It was a scrapper, £500. It was front chassis legs were rotted through.
Yeah.
So I stripped all that off, sold off any parts I could. Car was only £500, so at the end of the day, the car was free, really.
Yeah. I suppose the bits that are salvageable you can make and sell on. And
Yeah, yeah.
no, ideal. Ideal. No, it's a lovely thing, and I say it's a subtle colour. It's an amazing colour. I think it looks great. Does it have a nickname?
Sorry?
Does it have a nickname?
No. Well, the green machine.
The green machine.
That's what my mates call it.
And I'm assuming everyone you take out in it has a big grin on their face.
Oh yeah. Some of my friends won't sit in it. I'm not going in that crazy thing.
Is that more towards the driver or towards the car?
I wouldn't like to comment.
No, it's amazing. Well, Bob, thank you much for your time.
Okay,
I'll
thank
leave
you.
you to enjoy the sun.
Yeah.
But what a great little car that is.
And believe it or not, people still don't see it. Still pull it on you.
No.
But
It's,
anyway.
yeah. You need big old foghorns on it to get everyone out your way. Crazy.
Okay.
Lovely, thank you.
Nice to talk to you.